one of the most enjoyable, you know who Jack Nicklaus is? He's a golfer. He's supposed to be one of the best golfers that ever lived. So I get in the car with Johnny and we start driving. And I said, "Where are we going, Johnny?" And he said, "We're going to get Jack Nicklaus. He wants to fish with you today." And so, and I knew Jack Nicklaus had done a lot of fly fishing. He and his wife Barbara, who I'd never met but I'd heard about, have a boat that's 100 and some foot boat that they keep in the Caribbean to fish bonefish and all. And he's had this like 25 years, so he's a experience. Both are experienced saltwater or fly fishermen. So I said, "Okay, good." So Jack grabs me and hugs me and says, "I've been wanting to fish with you for years." He says, "Everybody tells me about you, And they got in the back and we started talking about fishing. And it took about 20 minutes to get to this stream. Well, we get over there, it's completely muddy, so we can't fish. And Johnny stand down there with Jack with a dejected look on his face. And I said, "We can't fish here." And Jack says, "Great." He said, "I've been told you can fine-tune my casting." So most people cast this way, and this is the only sport in the world that you just use your arm and wrist. And I teach using the body, and I can teach any woman I ain't married to, so it's not a problem because I make them use the body instead of just trying to use an arm. So he gets down. I said, "Well, let me see you cast." So he had a light 5-weight rod, and he got down there by the water, and he's casting away. And a lot of those big-time sports people don't like to be told anything. They already know it all. So Jack says, "Well, what do you think of this, Lefty?" And I tell people the truth. "What do you think of it, Lefty?" And I said, "Well, what you're doing is okay, but it's very inefficient." And his answer was, "Great. How can I be more efficient?" So I got down there and I began to explain the thing. And one of the keys to all sports is the stroke. And I explained some things to him. And the moment I talked about the stroke, Jack Nicklaus said, "Hell, I've been doing this all wrong." And within 20 minutes, he had doubled the length of his cast and was grinning like a Halloween pumpkin. And then little Barbara was standing there. There's a thing where you don't throw the line behind it called a roll cast. And I showed Jack how to do it 90 feet, and he did it. And then Barbara said, "I have never been able to roll cast." So I got her down there. She did real great too. And then we went to a banquet, and then I came home, and I have it upstairs. There's a box upstairs with 10 of Jack Nicklaus's favorite bonefish flies in, with a card from Barbara and him thanking me for the day. But he's one of the nicest guys I ever met.